Check 1, 2.
Action!
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom bap to melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to precinct.
Fuck everybody on the front. When we get on the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
What's good? You already know the vibery. We in the building. Knicks absolutely smoke and pack up the Wizards. 134 to 106 as expected. Behind a 37 assist team game, 23 pointers. JB, you know.
You already know.
Yeah, you know, what you would call it? 23 pointers, JB and Karl Anthony Towns finished the game both with 20-point doubles. A complete team victory. Shout out to Michael Brown in the building. We see you. Shout out to Uncle Paulie in the building. And Darlene, as always, is in the building. I mean, shout out to my people. Make sure y'all pressing that like button. Make sure y'all share, because sharing is always caring. But yeah, man, you know, I don't think anybody else expected anything different from tonight's game than what happened. I said it yesterday that we was going to win by a lot, and that's exactly what we did. And like, you know, these are one of those games where it could have been a trap game, but even though you won by a lot, you still can't get like too excited for beating the bum ass Washington Wizards. Did 2-11, poverty franchise, nasty work. But again, just, you know, being professionals and play, even on a back-to-back and what could have been a trap game is impressive to me. You know, we go. Wait, before I get into my soliloquies, Mrs. Nix, talk to me about the game. Yeah, you know I mean, because, you know, I was about to get on a whole long. Yeah.
I mean, we did what we were supposed to do from start to finish, which made me happy because, like you said, this could have easily been a game that we. Is there like a lag or an echo?
No, I don't hear it.
Oh, okay, I hear it on my end, which is weird. This could have been a game that we easily messed up on. Back to back against a trash team in the Garden. We know how these go. We've been around long enough. So good to see our guys come out strong, not take their foot off the pedal. I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore because we could just say JB doing JB things, Josh doing Josh things, Cat doing Cat things. I mean, but I will say this. Sims, Jesus Christ, caught a body today.
What Kendrick Lamar said? I mean, what Kendrick Lamar said? You want to see a dead body? Because that's.
I'm like,
he caught a body,
and then hits a floater. I'm like, okay, he must have watched our show last night.
Listen.
But no, it was good to see. It was good to see. Campaign, as much as, you know, he takes terrible shots early on in the shot clock. I mean, I think he's going to be very important for us down the stretch, just because he's a vet, just because he could put up numbers fast the way he did today. And I like the pace that he brings to that second unit, or any unit that he comes in and plays in. So it was good to see, and good to see, you know, those little bit of minutes from our rookies.
Yeah, big facts. Yeah. Jericho Sims absolutely caught a body today. That was wicked.
Bro,
That was
his
wicked.
hands didn't even touch the rim.
That that was prime Blake Griffin esque. You know what I mean? Like, but this is something that we've been saying he should have been doing. You can see that he's learning from you know uh, Hug Purdy because he hearing them footsteps, man. Uh, and I know he's hearing people talk about Hug Purdy getting his minutes, so you can see him being more aggressive when he gets the basketball. And that dunk was just disgusting, man. That even JB was
Facts.
yeah, that joint was crazy.
And it was
But
so crazy because it was right after Cat had a crazy dunk. So I literally was like, oh shit, Cat. Oh shit, Sims.
yeah, facts. Yeah, like that was crazy. But uh, you, I, I'm delusional enough to believe that sometimes they stumble across our shit. Yeah, I
Facts.
mean, and hear things that we be saying because it be too much a coincidence sometimes that like right after we say some shit happen. So, you know, I'm delusional enough to be like Jericho Sims peeked in on a few of these Knicks episodes and was like, you know what? Maybe I should dunk on a motherfucker. And then the next game, go out there and absolutely destroy somebody.
No,
But
I agree because I was telling right after it happened, I was telling Fraz because we were on video. I was like, he must have watched our show because just yesterday we said he doesn't play like he did on those practice videos that we saw this summer, and today he hits a floater.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And it's going to be available to him. You know what I mean? It's going to be that shot is definitely going to be available to him when
Hmm.
he's on the court because there's so much that other teams got to worry about. We got so many shooters that's around him. The middle of the paint is going to be wide open. Uh, Anytime that he's on the court, he's around four shooters. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like so, and if he's on the court with JB, they're automatically double teaming JB and when he goes to the middle of the paint off a pick and rolls, he's more than likely going to be left open, and he has to be able to either do what he did, go up for a dunk, or hit that floater. With his jumping ability, he should be at the foul line or on the highlight reels every night and for at
Facts.
least one play. Yeah, I mean for at least one play, but that's facts. You said something campaign, man. For his shot to be that damn ugly, it sure is efficient. Like he was out there, he was out letting that thing fly. Pause. Hey yo, but it's the truth. Uh, it's this. I don't know. I don't know if y'all see it, but on TikTok, there's this sound that they use like when like people are playing 2K, and it's like I'm wide open. I'm gonna let this fly. And that's how I feel when I watch campaign play, but in like the very best way so far, like because he's going in. He made a comment to well, they reported that they quoted him. What I can't remember who did that said, they spoke to him and he was like, his role is to when he get off the bench is to push the pace and either maintain the lead or build the lead up. And you could see he's taking it to heart. He gets the ball and he takes off running. he
Facts. It gives
takes,
me flashbacks to last season in the playoffs where he was doing it against us in Philly
yeah,
in that game, right? So it's like, okay, this is what we brought you on to do, and I get it, and I get like if you open, just go for it.
yeah,
Um, Granted, sometimes his shots be weirdo because it'd be so early on and nobody even near to try to catch a rebound. But I get it. And I like that second unit. That second unit, once healthy, is gonna be built to run with him.
yeah. The big facts. Uh, Shout out to JJ Jackson. We see you in the building, homie. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, not only his shooting, but his passing with 7 assists off the bench. That's tough.
Mm,
Yeah, I
facts.
mean, to have another. we said this at the beginning of the season. Even when Deuce come back, like the point guard duties won't be so reliant on his shoulders because of campaign. And I think when Deuce come back as well as campaign is playing now, we're going to see Deuce get back to those 15-point games off the bench. And then if campaign can continue to give us, anywhere from 8 to the 17 that he gave us tonight, that's tough. That's
Facts.
tough, right? But yeah, and then it's just not just that, is the overall veteran leadership that he's bringing to the team too, with comments like Monica McNutt at the end of the game said she got to speak to campaign, and he said shout out to the starters for giving us that big lead so some of the young guys could play. You feel me? Like that's the kind of mindset and camaraderie you want when you're trying to build a championship team. That not only are they thinking about how they can be effective on the court when they get their shine, like they also think about like the young guys who work and practice every day and don't get to play as often. You know what I mean? And I thought that was just dope. You know what I mean? But
I mean,
tuning
it
into
for sure is because that's the team he's running with. So the more playing time they can get together, the better the camaraderie is going to be, and then the less pressure, it puts on the starters because I'm tired of every game they're saying, "Oh, the Knicks have the worst bench." Granted, our bench is not 100% healthy right now, but when it becomes healthy, it's definitely not going to be one of the worst benches.
the big facts. I think even at you know still injured, I think is gotten better once campaign got back.
For
Uh,
sure.
Unfortunately, Deuce is hurt at the same time, but I think we only got that tag because there was nobody on the bench to play.
Exactly.
Everybody was hurt. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, I think we won't be wearing that tag for too much longer. The more healthy we get. Uh, but to piggyback off a campaign statement, the starters, like this has to be the best starting five in the NBA. We it has to be. Yet another game with all five starters is in double digits. Th- uh, Two of them being over 20. Like that, this is tough. And I'm looking at JB, 11 assists. That's tough.
11 assists. That's crazy.
That's tough. That's tough. But that's back to back games over 10 assists for JB. And it's the way he's passing the ball. It's the way that the guys are moving without the basketball that's making these passing lanes available, and seeing him JB yet again augment his game to the roster we had. It was a lot different last year. It was more so dependent on JB going out and just going getting buckets, and he had to go get those buckets. But now it's like guys understand how to cut, where they're cutting from. Like, bro, like it's impressive to watch. Like like I haven't seen. I've been watching the Knicks for a very long time, and I can't remember a time where guys was cutting off ball with this kind of frequency. And if somebody know when the offense moved like this in recent history, I don't I can't remember. It's so refreshing to see, and JB, and not only JB Cat. How many assists? He had three, but it felt like more than three assists tonight. I kid you not. The way Cat was passing the ball, it felt, and it was another one of them over the shoulders joints too.
It's one every game.
Who cut? Who cut? And caught the over? Was it Macau this time, or again?
I think so.
Cutting from the same side of the court too, which was even more tough. Over the shoulder for an easy two. again, these things happen because of the gravity that Cat and JB is getting. And these lanes is going to remain open all season until people switch how they guarding Cat and JB. And when that happens,
Uncle Paulie said it was OG.
it was OG. Shout out to Uncle Paulie. Yeah, yeah, that was a hell of a pass. That was a hell of a pass. But yeah, until teams change the way they guard Cat and JB, it's going to continue to happen. But every time you see Cat or JB get one-on-one defense, their defender is cooked.
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 Like when was it on a young boy or was it on Valanciunas, the SARS kid, where Cat ran right past him a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and who he caught that pass from JB when he caught that dunk,
Mm-hmm.
cut to the back.
When
Man,
he,
listen,
yep, he cut. Yep.
that was another crazy one. The one that you was talking about that happened right before Sims joint.
Yep.
Man, listen. I said,
And
oh,
this is like every night. It's every night. You see like the same plays being played every night. The pass from JB to Cat and Cat killing his defender going to the rim is
mhm.
every night. Cat passing to OG wide open under the basket is every night. And it's just
Yeah,
the court vision is you can tell they're learning each other. I love how, like you said, not only is the ball moving, but the bodies are moving.
yeah,
Everyone's cutting to the basket. Everyone's moving out the way to clear space for when guys need to go in. It's just, bro, it's just so very early on in the season, and it makes me very excited to see it coming together.
yeah. Big facts. Yeah, 37 assists says a lot, man. 30, 37
And let's
assists.
just be realistic. Those 37 really were only mainly in the first to third quarter because the rest of the fourth quarter was all bench.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. And Macau with 5, like it's like everybody pretty much that played meaningful
Mm-hmm.
minutes except for Jericho got an assist.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that played some meaningful minutes tonight, except for Jericho Sims, has an assist. At least two.
At least two.
It's a fact. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, that just goes to say a lot about this team, man. JB had 9 first half. This is a fact, Uncle Paulie. Yeah, I mean, and I think we just scratching the surface for real when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to our offense, and the fluidity that they play with. But it again, it is the Wizards. Don't not trying to like overlook into this game, but this is becoming a trend. You know what I mean? Like it's happening more and more frequently.
And I
As
don't think we shouldn't say oh it's just the Wizards because guess what? If we would have lost to them, that'd have been front page news.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Uh, but we go on our first streak of the season, 3-game winning streak. Uh, for the first time, we had two two times we won back to back, like 2 games back to back. But it's the first time we won three. Like, I hope that the trend continues. You know what I mean? But it's consistency that I'm starting to see that we have in the offense and our defensive habits. Uh, the shooting, because this was something like in the beginning of the season that I wasn't worried about, but it was like odd, like damn, we can't shoot no threes right now. Like what's happening? Like can't nobody hit no threes. Like OG McCall, Josh, even
Mm-hmm.
not only person was Cat that was wilding out from behind the arc. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And we getting more consistent shooting the 3-point shot. Uh, the league is cooked, man. It's really not too much to say about this game. I'm trying to think of more things to say besides the fact that we kicked their ass for
Right.
the whole entire game. But I'm struggling to try to find. Oh, there go Freds.
Yo,
What's good, my guy?
Yo, what's really good, everybody? Sorry for the lateness. Work was a little hectic tonight, but I do
It's all
apologize for
good.
pulling up a little late. We all dealing with a little bit of things outside of here, but first and foremost, y'all already know the vibe. It is your boy Fast Taz, aka the Parlay Lord. Shout out to Panel. Shout out to
Yeah,
New York Conglomerate. Y'all know what it is. Please clap it up for your Knicks on this back-to-back win. We struggled last year with back-to-backs very much so. I must say the addition of Cat is proving dividends to us. I love the fact we getting a double double out of this guy every chance he's on the floor, or at least getting close to it. Because honestly, people, Randall wasn't putting up double doubles at this rate. I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. This is the truth, and we just being realistic over here. Also, the supporting cast, I can't say it enough. OG's resurgence on offense and Josh Hart, they're just impeccable. Those are just two intangible guys that you can't replace, bro. You can't
yeah,
replace guys like that, man. And it's good to see that we came out and we came out right from the gate attacking. That's all I asked, especially playing the Wizards on a back to back. Brunson, thank you for coming alive this game because we all know you do well when you struggle on the first game of a back to back, in the second game of the back to back. That's just
yeah.
who Brunson is from what we've watched in the last few seasons. And I'm going to land the plane right there. I ain't want to be too long winded.
and I'm
Nah,
gonna
nah.
add this.
Go
We
right ahead.
said Josh was gonna eat this season.
Yes, we did. I
We
said
said
this.
it. We said teams are gonna sleep on him because they're gonna be too concerned with JB and Cat, and he's gonna eat. And guess what? OG eating is making it easier on Josh.
Well,
Big
it's only natural that when you have pretty much five guys in the starting lineup that can score when they want, how they want. This is what we've been waiting for. Where okay, remember people, Brunson don't gotta give us 20 every night for us to win no more. All right? Let's get out of this narrative that Brunson got to score 20 every night for us to win now, because right now he has enough of a supporting cast to where we don't even got to worry about that. Look what happened yesterday. Brunson only had 12. He had an off night. What happened? Guys like OG, Bridges stepped up. Towns held it down. Again, tonight, Towns held it down. Double double early on in the game. Like you, Knicks fans, rejoice in the fact that we still right where we was at. There is no fall off with the scoring. So I don't want to hear no more about that. All right, no more.
yeah.
Word.
That's a fact. Yeah, JB don't have. Well, I said that earlier. JB don't have to carry the scoring load anymore. He could just be himself and 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 facilitate. And when we need a bucket, he has the energy down the stretch to be dominant if need be. Uh, but another thing too, Uncle Paulie said it too, is like it's the efficiency that we're playing with. I mean,
Mhm.
offensively. Uh, I didn't even know we was second in the league in field goal percentage. That's tough.
Yo,
That's
yo,
tough.
tea time. Yo, tea time. That's one of the stats that I forgot last night. Remember when I said we was fifth in offensive rating? This is
Yeah.
coupled with that second in field goal percentage. Shout out Uncle Paulie for that stat too. That's what I forgot yesterday. Word. Telling
Yeah,
you, yeah, our offense is looking good, yo.
that's tough. That's tough. I didn't even know that. But
Mm-hmm.
again, that could be a credit to the way that the ball is moving. Like we're getting super easy looks at the rim. I don't. We wasn't doing that last year. Like we weren't getting easy 2 pointers like this at such a high rate that we doing now. Uh, and we're getting a lot more wide open 3-point shots. You
And
feel
it's
me?
like you
And
said, it's due to the movement because no one's holding the ball. No one's dribbling to the end of the shot clock. The ball is
Yeah.
moving throughout until the shot goes up.
not
You
only
see
the
And
one or
ball,
two or three dribbles and it's moving.
not only the ball is the bodies.
The
You
bodies,
feel me?
yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's moving and relocating. They're cutting off drives to the basket. And if they don't get the ball, they relocate. And then it's not only one cut, it's 2 to 3 cuts per
Mhm.
possession. And good things are starting to happen, and guys got their eyes open, and they finding people. Uh, but something else was said tonight during the telecast, which I wanted to bring up a while ago. But I keep on forgetting. Because I seen a meme. Uh, or a meme or a graphic that showed Josh Hart versus Cam Reddish, and I was like,
Didn't
"Is
I send it
this
to y'all last game?
you did?
Yeah,
You
you
did?
did. It was in our. I think it's in
It
our
was the
admin chat.
trade. It was the
Yeah,
trade. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So this has to be the greatest trade in Knicks history.
It's three.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be because
Yo,
if you
still,
look at
Robbery. Armed robbery.
if you
still,
look at what and some Nick fans was mad about that trade. I remember it was upheaval. God, people was
yo.
upset. They was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we trade Kim Reddish," and they was calling Josh Hart all kinds of bums, and I was like, "Oh, these people haven't watched Josh Hart play basketball."
I
You
was
know what
just
I
about
mean?
to say. I was just about to say. I remember like it was yesterday. Before we got Josh Hart. Well, actually, the day that I learned we got Josh Hart, right? I showed the guys a video on. All right, it was Josh Hart's the game he had 31 in Portland when he was playing for Portland, right? Now, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Josh Hart don't have the skill set. He can't score off the dribble. He can't shoot the three. He can't do this. He can't do that." But then when I played this video and I look and I'm like, "Wait a minute. This guy's a three-level scorer. He could score from anywhere on the court. He has handles. He could come up and bring the ball up, but you don't have to have Brunson bringing the ball up the court every time." And he has all the intangibles, the hustle plays, the steals, the assists. He does everything. So why wouldn't
Yeah,
he be an asset to the Knicks? That's all I was wondering. Like,
yeah. You know, uh, you know. Shout out to Bill Pito for using my line when it comes to Josh Hart calling him a Swiss Army knife. Yeah, shout out to you,
yup,
Bill Pito. Yeah, I mean,
facts.
but yeah, that's exactly what he is. He does a little bit of everything, and we traded away a guy that did had flashes of scoring, but on couldn't do it on no kind of consistent level. Had flashes of playing defense, but again, couldn't not do any of those things on any consistent level. And we got Josh Hart for him. That was a steal.
Not
That
only
was a
that,
And
Cam
still, and
Cam
it's
had
still not
injury
doing it.
issues.
Not only was he not doing it with us, he's still not doing it
yeah. The one of
on a trash Lakers team.
got
Yeah,
got got to be the best trade in Knicks history. Gotta be. If it ain't number one, it's number two
number
for
two,
sure.
facts.
You know what I mean?
I
If it
will
ain't
say
number one,
this: Josh on the mic during the game is hilarious.
nah.
Cause he needs to be mic'd
Yo,
up every
he
game
is
because
a
that
clown,
shit is
yo.
hilarious.
He is a
Yeah.
clown. He is a clown, yo. For real, man. Like,
Yeah, definitely. A, but he's an integral part of what we do, man. Like,
hey, I love it.
and we talk about his rebounding, his defense, and his offense, and another important part of what he does is JB doesn't have to bring up the ball up the court every possession. I
I'm
mean,
saying.
he's taking away those duties. He's pushing the ball up the court, getting us in the early offense. And he's a second or third playmaker in the half court set. That's we got like everybody could
Five
pass.
playmakers. What?
Everybody could pass on our starting five, but Josh doing what Josh Hart doing Josh Hart things, man. Like when we say that, that means listen, he's doing everything. He's a
Basically,
Everything.
everything.
But like
The
you
everything.
word.
said, I've noticed like as soon as someone gets the rebound, they're pushing it out to Josh first. And it's up to Josh whether he's taking it up the half court or he's passing it to JB. I saw that a lot today. And like
That's
you
not
said, it,
that.
it takes a lot of stress off of JB because
That's
like
not
we mhm.
you. That's not just today. That's actually been going on since we got Josh Hart. If you really
No,
been
I'm saying
paying
I noticed
attention.
it today. Cause there's been other games where you see the teams doubling JB full court
Mm-hmm.
pressure. Um, but today is when I really noticed, like, okay, that ball is really going to Josh first off of a
Yeah.
rebound.
Uh, look, because if
But
you
and
really
then
pay
we have
attention,
other
right?
guys too, because Macau can bring the ball up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts. And time to time we see even OG bringing up the ball up the court from time to
Yeah.
time. Uh, yeah, nah, that's tough, man. And again, in my delusion of people, peeking in on Jimmy J One is in the building. See you, good brother. Uh, in my delusion, thinking that people be
What up,
peeking in
Karl?
on Nixon ish. More and more, we seeing people doing what Mrs. Nick said and getting in between JB and the defender while he bringing up the ball up the court. I saw it more today than I've seen the whole season, and I was like,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
"Look at this shit here! Look at this here." Jericho Sims was doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
Josh Hart was doing it.
I'm like,
Towns was doing it.
Cat, yep.
Everybody was doing it. Everybody
so
was doing it.
leave me alone in my delusions and let me believe that they be watching. You know what I mean? Because
And that we know
Well,
basketball. And that we
well,
nah,
know basketball.
what do know we do have one Deuce McBride who watches us. So hey, I wouldn't
yeah,
be surprised if the Knicks are watching Knicks ish, which we would like to welcome y'all on the show. Anyway, come through. We need an interview,
yeah,
fellas.
yeah, big facts. Nah, but
Word,
yeah,
come through.
yeah, like, oh, Miss, look.
I think I know what he
Yesterday,
about to say.
and I'm pretty sure you know. Yesterday, I said, I was, I think I said pleasantly surprised. I can't remember the exact term I used when I saw my
Pleasantly
wife.
surprised.
Yeah, and Mrs. Nick said, "I don't know about all that." And then today,
Today we were pleasantly surprised.
my boy
Yeah.
said, he probably saw that and said, "Oh, word, let me." I'm the day. I'm gonna catch
Hey,
a
yo.
body. Nah,
Look, you know me. I'll talk shit all day if y'all perform every night.
yeah, that's a fact.
Shit.
Yeah, listen,
Well, when the starters is all plus 22 and higher, yeah, I'll take that every day. Shit.
that's
Facts.
crazy. I just realized that I wasn't
No
even looking
starter
at
was
the.
low. No starter plus minus was lower than plus 22 in this game. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
And
facts.
another look at the field goal percentage. 50%
Oh
from
yeah,
OG, 66.7 from Josh, 57.1 from
yeah.
Cat, 50 from Macau, 60 from
66
JB, 66 from
from
Campaign,
Josh Hart,
75
67,
from Jericho.
66 from
Insane.
Josh Hart. Yeah, they all were
Yep.
shooting great. 50 or better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finished the game with a
Well,
team
except for
total.
Tyler Colette and Pacome. That's
Fin-
about it. My bad,
finished
Lisa.
the.
I'm sorry.
Now you good. Finished the game with a team field goal percentage of 56% and 50 from the 3 point
For,
line,
yep.
92 from the foul line. Yeah, I could get used to these kind of stats, man.
Those
Because
Aren't
numbers is going to be hard for any team to beat us. Any
well
team.
aren't the benchmarks 50, 40, 90? If I'm correct, right? 50 from the field, 40 from three, 90 from the line. Am I
yeah,
correct?
Yep.
for individual player, yeah. like and
Let's apply it to the team because honestly, if the team hits 50, 40, 90, we win most of these games.
you know, when they say 50, 40, 90, that's like a top level player. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so I don't want to jump out the window and be like, yeah, we could do that on a night-to-night basis because that's tough. That's
Yeah, that's
tough.
pushing it. That's pushing it.
That's tough, right? So, but to see that, even though it's Mr. Nick's gonna get me because he said let's stop saying that, but I'm gonna say it again. Even though it's just the Wizards, you know what I mean? It's still tough, man. It's still tough for us to go out there and handle business the way we did. Uh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Fourth quarter, I was asleep.
As you should have been. You ain't missed nothing. Game was well in hand in the third. What you mean? Game was
It
well in
was in
hand
hand
at
it was
not at
in hand
the
in the second quarter.
not to be
Yo,
funny at the 9 minute mark of the third quarter. I was like, this game's over. I'm not even looking at it no more. It's over.
I caught myself
Facts.
like trying to fight myself to stay up to watch the game. I'm like, man, what am I doing? Let me catch this nap real quick. This game is over. This game is
Word.
over. And if I want to see the young boys play, I catch it on a replay tomorrow. You feel me? Like, but yeah. Shout out to the Knicks for going out there and packing these guys up like the way we supposed to. Uh,
Facts.
you know, again, the reason why I keep on bringing back the Sims because I'm super impressed today. Like, I'm super impressed today because
Mm-hmm.
I'm on record 2 games ago saying get him off my TV screen.
Yes.
Well, that's 3 games ago. Say get him off
Yeah.
my TV screen. So I'm super impressed, and I'm gonna give him his flowers because if I could be that loud about when he's not playing well, I gotta be just equally as loud when he's out
Exactly.
here playing well. And I said all that to say, Coach Tommy T after Hug Purdy had that great game, and they asked him about maybe getting Hug Purdy some minutes. He said that Jericho Sims is playing well. And I'm like, this dude is
I
capping.
didn't see it until today.
He's capping. And then, he was running off the stats. I don't believe, like I thought he was capping, but I don't believe he gonna make up stats to plead his case. And then he's like, Jericho Sims is like tops in the league against, you know, field goal percentage when guys is driving to the paint. And I said, I don't know. Is that true? And I started watching since I heard that stat, and I'm like, that might be kind of true because even though he picks up some silly fouls, he's usually in the right place. He's jumping both arms extended and making it real
Mm-hmm.
tough to score layups around him. And he's getting a couple blocks here and there. Like, listen, Jericho, if you stay on this type of trend right here, yo, Hug Purdy got to do something better to crack their
Yeah.
case because Jericho said, man, listen, if you want, he said, he said, he gave it a 5 heartbeat. You want my spot flash? Well, you have it. Yeah, nah. Shout out to Jericho, man. Let's keep on this train and keep putting these suckers on posters, man. You call
Oh
yourself
man.
you
Oh.
call yourself Jumpman
You
Sims.
missed when we talked about it, Fraz.
You call yourself Jumpman Sims. That need to happen more often because there's
No,
gonna be a
every
lot.
night. Every night.
No,
That
he's supposed to be catching one every game on somebody, bro. This is a fact, and it's funny because sis had us up middle of the game was like Sims with the float. I was like, oh, what?
yo,
I said, is he taking the page out of Brunson and the guys finally? Listen, it's an added shot. I'll take it because that's something you're not going to expect him to do, and that just will surprise people a lot of games. Listen, I'm all for it, bro. I'm
and
all
the
for it.
reason why I need to continue happening, right? Because
Yeah.
it's that dunk, especially that dunk, is because the space where he caught the ball from and took off from, he's going to be able to catch the ball there at least 4 to 5 times a game.
Yo,
And
Because
yo.
that's the
that
same spot that iHeart used to shoot
Yeah,
that floater from.
yeah,
That
yes,
same exact spot, foul
So
line.
the key for him is just to be ready to do something with the basketball aside
yeah.
from looking to pass it, right?
Yep.
Like sometimes you're gonna have to pass the rock, but sometimes like tonight you're gonna have to look and be like, oh, you're a poster. There's a body right here,
Yeah,
right?
like how Mitch would do sometimes, like Mitch did in Boston when he looked everybody off the after he got the ball from the pick and roll. Faked everybody out and just ran right to the basket and yammed on it.
And what's better though is that Sims has a better dribble than Mitch.
Yeah, he does. He does. He has better handles. Yes.
So and I think I say it again. I think he saw how Purdy do that a few times, catching the ball in that same spot and being super aggressive off the catch. Uh, and if he does that, yeah, because
Yo.
you gotta be able to give something offensively. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that you got to go out there and give us 7 points every night. You know what I mean? Like, because that's really not what you out there for. But you got to be able to do something. And even when he caught the basketball for rebound today, he took a dribble and tried to go up for the dunk, and I was like, yo, he got stripped. He got to be better at using his body to protect the ball. But just the thought process of being aggressive to go up for the dunk instead of just be like, all right, I got to kick the
Yeah.
ball out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a part of the development that I'm happy to see at Jericho Sims. Now, before I say get him off my screen, I will say that I've been for the longest a very vocal supporter of Jericho Sims, man.
We all
I
were.
knew he had this in him. I'm happy to finally start seeing it, come to fruition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Fred.
just
I was a little
I,
frustrated when he got stripped too, but I'm not that mad because he played well today. But it goes back to, like you said, not only his body, but he brought the ball down a little bit instead of keeping it
Yeah.
up high. He needs to.
That,
I don't know, big men. I don't know why they do that these days. But the ball, when you rebound, and you a big man, you in the paint. Your ball not supposed to
yeah.
come down. You make yourself small.
Now I think
mhm.
in that instance, you're right. You're right, Mrs. Nix. You're right. But I think that in that instance, he did it because he needed to reposition. Like
That's
I
what I
think
was
he was
thinking.
Yeah, I think he was too far underneath the basket, so he took that dribble to back up so he could go up for the dunk. But you're
Yeah, but
100% right.
if he would have went up, he probably would have got fouled.
Yeah, it probably would have went
Even
to the
in
line
that
and just
position, he would have got fouled.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But he was trying to dunk that shit. That's a fact. He was trying to dunk that shit.
He already
Uh,
got a taste of the crowd cheering for him.
yeah, yeah. That shit was crazy. I'm gonna go. That highlight already on the internet. I'm gonna go
I
find
already
it.
sent it to the group.
Oh,
word. It's already in there. It's already in there, bro.
It was
You should
sent to
know
the
she
group
on it
like 2
already.
minutes after it
Yo,
happened.
word. She had that. Yo, tea time. That thing's been in the group for a whole hour and a half, 2 hours now, bro. Like no lie. Sis is not
yeah.
playing, bro. She on it, bro. She on it,
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go watch that once we get off here. But yeah, moving right along, I guess. Let's see. I got anything y'all want to add about the game that we ain't already spoke about?
Well, I mean, honestly, I know I came in a little late. I know maybe I'm probably gonna say something y'all probably already said. So I do apologize in advance. Um, if my stats will come up. All right, here we go. Yeah, sis always says, "What's the number for a sis?" I know
25
she
and
said
better.
37 tonight. I would like the Knicks to do better on the rebounds. Being even with the Wizards throughout the whole game in rebounds, that's a little bit of a disheartening sign for me. All right. That's telling me like guys is not boxing out enough or they not trying to, go after the rebounds like we usually do because they
No,
out rebounded us on the offensive glass.
wait.
Go
That's
ahead.
also because we wasn't missing.
Yeah, these are the facts. No, you're absolutely right. These are the facts. I can't lie about that. You know what I mean? They was hitting shots. Listen, shooting over almost 60% from the field, they was hitting shots, you know. But I mean, you know what I'm saying, though. Y'all know what I'm saying. Basically, I'm saying outside of the mix, you know, we're used to our team dominating the rebounds, you know, and it's been a little bit of a struggle so far this season for our squad, but it's coming together. I do believe that they're gonna get it together moving forward once the chemistry gets a little better. And we got outscored points in the paint 62 to 50. I don't like that either. I don't like
Because we
that
would hit
either at all.
50% in threes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but shoot. Listen, now you know these are the games we lose if we miss these shots. All right, that's all I'm saying. Right, that's all I'm saying. I just don't want the guys to keep getting thinking that this is gonna be the way to win every night. Like, no, we know that it's been times that we struggle and we shoot like 20% from three. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we lost the battle in the paint because everybody was hot. So we just started shooting
Yeah,
like it was contagious that night.
Mm.
yeah.
Uh, I
23
was
pointers
it
made.
was it in the third quarter where JB just started going crazy from three
Yeah,
Yeah,
point range?
he had like 16 points or something like that in the third quarter.
yeah.
He just I'm talking about just coming down the court like up, pull up,
Hmm.
flat,
He check.
pull up,
Like
flat.
three in a row, was it
Three in a
something like
row.
that?
He had
Like three in a
three and
row, he came
well,
down.
he had the 2 and then the 4-point play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he came down and was just like, let me just get these guys up out of here real quick.
He said, I need a
Word,
whole quarter to rest. I'm tired.
Uh,
basically.
so this is something I wanted to speak about tonight. Um,
Hmm.
it's been before we go on to talk about our next matchup. There's been a lot made about the beginning of the season and JB's play in the beginning of
Excuse me.
the season, and then it was been called a slow start. And I was looking at the numbers. I'm like, this is a slow start. Son is averaging 24 per game, shooting. He was shoot. Well, I'm pretty sure that jumped up tonight, but entering the game, he was shooting 46% from the field.
Hmm.
I think he was shooting 38% from 3-point range. And I'm like, that's a slow start. averaging averaging
Six,
uh,
almost
six
seven
assists.
assists. Yeah, like come on,
And
how's
that's
that
a
slow?
but that just so that's to me, and then putting that in perspective, right? That's just such a scary thing for the NBA to have to realize. This is what you're
Hmm.
calling a slow start for JB, and he's still cooking. You know what I mean? The team is still playing decent. You know what I mean? It's still a tough out playing the Knicks. So imagine when he's playing as expected, which we saw tonight what that looks like, him getting his players involved and still cooking at an efficient level. Uh, he was nine for 15 from the field tonight. He was 5 from 9 from 3-point range tonight. Being effective and being that kind of effective and still getting 10 assists, y'all cook. Y'all cook. I mean, if this becomes a consistent trend, NBA GGs. Y'all cook, gang. It's
Facts,
over.
facts. It's ugly. And listen, get
Yeah,
ready to
yeah,
start
fam.
seeing your. My bad. I never mean to cut you off.
Nah,
Listen,
you good,
people.
bro.
I'm gonna say it again for y'all in the back, right? Get ready for your point guard to start averaging double doubles because, like I said before, you brought in a guy like Towns who now ups Brunson's assist rate naturally, meaning within the offense naturally. So now, as you've been seeing these last 10 games, Brunson's assist total went from 6 to now 8 or 9. All right, because right now he's averaging about what 7 right now. That's gonna go up.
6.8.
That's
6.8.
gonna go up with the
Yeah,
last few double-digit assists he's had in them games. That's about to go up. So
yeah,
again, we about to have two guys averaging a double-double plus the accompanying Bridges, Hart, OG, Deuce. What?
And
We
another thing
said
I
it.
noticed, again, my
60 win
fault.
season loading. 60 win season loading.
Another thing I started noticing happening in the last, 2 games is what we saw in the preseason. That JB Cat pick and roll is starting to, you know, look
Look
like
better.
like how it did in the preseason. I'm like, Jay Z had a lethal shooter moment. I understand it now, and it started it started killing. They kill it in a pick and roll. It's too hard to defend. JB has too many offensive moves, and Cat shoots too well. And then if you try to close out on Cat when he is at the 3 point line, he has the
He's
ability to get right past you, right
Mm-hmm.
past you. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Once things really start for we are doing better, but we're not there yet. And as things start to continue to fall into place, it's gonna be scary hours for the league, man. Scary hours. Uh,
no, and like you said, Knicks fans were. I had posted right at the end of the game, like, are y'all done whining? Cause like y'all act like last year the way that they were talking about JB the last few games is as if he was a bust last season, and we not tolerating that because
Yeah.
y'all don't know basketball. Like he's adjusting to the team he has now, doing what needs to be done for this team. What we needed from him last year is not what we need from him this year. And he's
Exactly.
adjusting, and we're watching the adjustments. Last year, he had to carry the team. He didn't have any options. Everyone was hurt. You know what I
mhm,
mean? This year, he has a full starting lineup of stars. He
yeah,
doesn't need to throw up 36, 40, 50, 60. We don't, he's going to have those games. Trust, he will.
yeah.
And I think
I,
the team that we have respect him so much that when he starts to go off like that, they're gonna allow it. Even Cat, like you hear Cat talk about him, he don't even say JB, he says Cat.
Cap.
That's
Yeah,
how much
fact.
respect he has for him. So no, JB's gonna eat. It's gonna happen this season too. But we don't need him to do it every single night. Some nights it's gonna be Cat's night, some nights gonna be Macal's night, some nights gonna be OG's night, some nights gonna be Josh's night. Whoever night it is, as long as we come out with a W, that's all that matters.
hmm Uh, One of them in a post game, I can't remember which one of them, pretty much alluded to the fact that nobody cares who scores as long as we win. Like we don't care who ends up with the most
And
points
Cat
as
said
long
it the night that he scored 46. He says, I don't care, we lost.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, but yeah, Nick,
Uncle Paulie said, damn near every night been an OG night.
that's a
Yep.
And
But
fact.
that's a fact.
but but it's like I said, Uncle Paulie. But they told me OG can't create his own shot. They told me OG can't be offensive minded. And y'all have heard it here first when I've said, give OG some time. He's getting used to his role here. Once he gets acclimated, he's gonna be a natural fit. And once again, you see the proof. I don't gotta say nothing. Y'all see it for yourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I knew that it was gonna take a little time for guys to get acclimated. Because that's just the nature of such a huge roster turnaround. Like, uh, and I knew that we were gonna have some growing pains. Even though I'll be annoyed, I understand what it is. I'm not. The Knicks fans be on social media making think pieces about the whole entire season after 5 games. That's
5 games.
crazy.
Yeah. And not only like a turnaround on the roster, but the type of players that we got in the turnaround, right? Like Cat is a major piece, and he's coming into play with a different type of point guard than Ant was, right? Macau coming from Brooklyn, being the number one option now having to be number three, really. And Josh, I mean, OG, we didn't really get a lot of him last season because of injury. And then him
And
adjusting to this and him being, having to
yeah,
figure it out. And now Josh coming off of the playoffs, now just stepping right back into, where he left off with a whole different team too.
yeah, but and even with OG pulling up last season, it's different
Hmm.
because he had to fit into what the team like. There wasn't much adjustment that any other players of the team had to do. He was the only one who had to try to fit in to
Hmm.
what was happening, and what he did to do that was like, yo, first game, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna cut. And he had like 20 points that game.
Yeah.
Game. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep cutting. And
And that's
but
what it feel like he doing this season, but he know what he doing.
Yeah.
and it's just easier to adjust when you're the only person that has to adjust, right? Like
Hmm.
this season,
Yep.
there's so many people trying to figure it out and how to play with one another. You know what I mean? And I keep on sounding like I'm beating a dead horse, but having all our starters every night in double figures is crazy to me. I
It's
don't
not a dead
again.
horse. The horse is still alive. Keep talking about it, man.
I don't remember again, like I said before, I don't remember a time where in recent history where we consistently all our starters was in double figures. I don't
I
like
feel
even
like it. I feel like the '90s, but I may be wrong too, bro. I may be
I don't
wrong
think
too, bro.
so.
you're
I don't
It
wrong.
think
might not.
so because
I s-
Oakley and them never. Oakley wouldn't score 20 every night.
yeah,
So it was always
Yeah,
one guy that didn't. This team,
or
yeah,
they're
two
scoring
guys, or two guys. It was
or
usually two
two.
guys who did it. Yep.
yeah.
This team, they scoring 20 easily. And it
Yo,
doesn't even look forced, and that's the good part. Like it's
it's
within the offense.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's just refreshing to see, you know. That's all. It's just refreshing to see. But moving on. Unless y'all got anything else y'all want to add about this game.
Nah,
Uh,
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for you to talk about Phoenix.
Wednesday we got one of them West Coast games against the Phoenix Suns. We at 9 fucking 30 at night. Oh my God, it's rough. Y'all know I hate these West Coast games. But yeah, we play the Phoenix Suns. I'm not sure, but I think whatchamacallit, KD is still gonna be injured.
Yeah, he
So
won't be in the game. He's out.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they cooked, man. They're not even that good to begin with. So yeah, they cooked. They cooked. We're gonna put probably gonna put OG on Devin Booker. He's cooked. If Bradley
I
Bill,
know.
if,
I know who's gonna have a game this game.
yeah, just give me 1 second though. But yeah,
I gotcha.
we we probably McCall on Bradley Bill. He's washed. You know what I mean? And who else is on their team? Who else is on their team, bro?
That's
That's
that's that, that's really it. After Bill, Booker, and Durant, and maybe Nurkic and Grayson
boo.
Allen, that's about it. That's about it, really.
Cat gonna cook Nurkic because Nurkic's gonna have to guard the 3 point line, and he's slow footed. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's gonna be threes and run bys, just like it
They
was
getting cooked
tonight.
right now by Orlando
Listen,
What
a pick and
without
roll.
Ben,
without Pablo.
without Pablo getting cooked. So yeah, to in a in a to summarize everything on how I feel about this game, we keep up the defensive intensity and keep cutting and moving without the basketball. We gonna win, and we gonna win by a lot. You know what I mean? We're gonna win by a lot. 4 game winning streak loading. You heard? Oh, Mike Brown said Bradley Bill might not play. He's always hurt. That's accurate.
He's right. He's right. He's absolutely right.
Let's
Oh
see
yeah,
if he
Grayson
playing
Allen.
tonight.
Grayson
Grayson
Allen for
Allen might be
sure.
out. Yeah, he's that. He's their shooter.
listen.
Bradley Bill's not playing tonight.
So, that ain't surprising. So listen.
He's already out for the next game though.
So look,
He's
Pete,
out.
Nick.
He's out. I have the injury report right here. Nurkic out. Bradley Beal out. KD out.
Oh.
Give us a dub now. Give us the dub now. Go ahead, T. I'm sorry.
Now you good Knicks players. I need to talk to y'all for a second. If this dude Grayson Allen look like he even thinking about doing something dirty that might hurt one of you, somebody might have to take a 2 game suspension because
Mm-hmm.
we
And we'll
already
be
know
okay with it.
we already know what's up with this guy. He like to throw elbows and push people in midair and all this other stupid shit. If he even if you even have a spidey sense tingling that this motherfucker might do something dirty, somebody slap the shit out of him. You know what I mean?
Right. G check him
That's
ASAP. Word.
yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. But we win by a lot. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Listen.
Same thing.
Yep.
Play Knicks basketball.
Phoenix, y'all better hope Brunson don't score 50 again on y'all. That's all I gotta say. All right. So the last time Brunson was in Phoenix, he had a perfect second half, 32 points in the second half on y'all. He did not miss. You could not stop him. Let me say it again for y'all. Now he got somebody like Towns with him. Phoenix, y'all gonna get blown out on Wednesday. Y'all not beating us. I'm telling y'all right now. And you better hope Brunson don't have 50. Oh wait, and I gotta address somebody. There's a certain fan who need to be addressed. I'm not gonna say names. We don't do that here. All right. Just get ready to pay your money up when Phoenix lose, bro. Get ready.
Uh, uh, yeah, yes. So I was talking about somebody owe me lunch after that the Nets, after the Nets game. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, man. Mr. Nick, you had anything to add about the Phoenix game?
See you.
Right?
Just
Yeah.
win. Just win.
That's good.
Oh, and and I forgot to mention this earlier. It's been pleasant to see Coach Tommy T, even with the injuries, have a 9 man rotation. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
Shout out to
Needed.
Shout out to the
Needed.
old dog learning new tricks. You know what I mean? Shout out to the old dog learning new tricks. Coach Tommy T. This is why I didn't want to complain before. I did complain a little bit, but my motto last year was I'm not gonna be the idiot to argue results. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And Coach Tommy T in his tenure as the Knicks head coach, except for the one season, what he been in the playoffs, 3 years out of the 4 that he's been here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't be the fool to argue results. So I said I'm gonna shut up and let Coach cook. I'm always going to display my displeasure with a decision, but not on the level that I used to when I wanted him packed. But but yeah, shout out to Coach Tommy T. Let's keep that 9 man rotation going. Let's keep our guys fresh just in case we need them to finish games because the starting five could do what they did tonight and just pack them up early so our young guys could continue to develop. Didn't get to speak about it. I'm gonna speak about it a little bit. Pacone was looking good tonight. There's
I
something
got
there.
pack them up.
There's definitely something there. I want to see that kid continue to develop. And as we get healthy and it be harder for us to find him minutes, I want us to send him to the G League so he can go and cook. So he go and cook, continue to develop. Don't just have him traveling every night on the bench. But we hurt right now, so it's good that he's up with the club and is able to get these valuable minutes. But there's definitely something there with him. Uh, I knew he could shoot. I didn't know his jumper was that nice though. He got to be a little bit better with shot selection. He takes some bad shots sometimes, but he's a rookie. It's expected. You know what I mean? But yeah, Bacone. Tyler got to get back right. I don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? Tyler got
Yeah.
to get back right. But Yeah, he's a rookie. I think I did see him play some solid defense tonight.
He
You know what I
did.
mean? Which is a step in the direction for him to start getting some more PT. But yeah, yeah. Shout out to the young guys, man. Shout out to the young guys because people like to say that we mortgaged our future, and I'm like, I don't know about that because
Exactly.
we got a few young guys, man. We got a few young guys that could help. You know what I mean, but with that being said, unless the panel has anything left to add, we're gonna get up out of here.
Well, before Tea Time does what he does at the end, I only wanted to add one thing. People, trust in the process with Leon Rose, people. All right? Leon Rose obviously knew he still had people on the back burner why he made the trade for Mikal Bridges. There's no way you don't see Leon Rose making that trade if he felt we didn't still have young guys, we didn't still have prospects that we could develop and bring up. So trust the process and trust the fact that Leon Rose got our best interests in mind as he's had the last three major trades he's made. Go ahead, T Time. Tell him about the hoodies, man.
Big facts. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't done so already, go to the Knicks and Ish Shopify. Yeah, I mean, Knicks and Ish dot myshopify.com. Get you a Knicks and Ish hoodie, T-shirt. That's something I forgot to do. Got to put the T-shirts up.
Facts.
Yeah, T-shirts will be up there soon. You know what I mean? I want to say by Wednesday, but then I'll be lying. You know what I mean? Probably by Friday. If not Friday, by Monday they'll be on the Shopify. But get you a hoodie now. They up there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And those who already purchased, I said it last show, but there will be, your hoodies will be shipped out this week. Big facts. You know what I mean? Thank y'all who already purchased. And if you didn't, go get you a hoodie. And shout out to my guy Jimmy J1. He's right. Make sure
Word.
you hit that like button. Sharing is always caring.
You gotta know that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm done. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Sharing is always caring. And we'll see y'all on Wednesday. You heard? Wait. Yeah.
Yes, it is Wednesday.
I know I'm just thinking about the time that we're
I
gonna
know,
be
bro.
live.
Listen, don't worry. We'll work something out. If
Nah,
we
nah.
able to, we'll be
I'm
here.
pulling up. I'm pulling up.
We'll be
I'm
here.
pulling up.
No
I'm
Tired,
word.
pulling up.
y'all.
Yeah, I'm
Listen,
pulling up.
I work Wednesday night, so we here. I'm here with y'all. So y'all already
It
know.
may not
We
be
here.
an hour show, but it'll be a little bit.
Word.
Yeah, whatever the body says, that's what y'all gonna get. I ain't gonna
Hey, listen,
lie.
listen. It is what it
Yo,
is.
We gotta get Uncle Paulie back up here one of these days, man.
Yep.
Definitely,
Yeah, gotta
definitely.
get Uncle Paulie back up here one of these days. But yeah, until next time, y'all, we out. Peace.
Nothing but love, y'all.